Hello everyone, hello bear watchers, and welcome to Monday Measures. I'm being really bad. We went to Denali yesterday, so all my plans had changed, and I thought, well, geez, I'll stay up and do this video, so I was up till 2:30 in the morning, so I didn't want to do anything today. And it's almost 9:30, and I'm just now starting the Monday Measures. I even put my makeup on to do it for you guys. So I started laundry, so I'm going to be up for a couple hours anyway. So I don't have to work tomorrow, thank goodness. So we'll get this going for you, and I'll let you know what it is. So that's not normally where I cook with my Instant Pot, but my stove is clean and it's nice to have everything all in one place. So I'll leave it there for tonight. Got my lid over here, and this is everything that we're going to be using. We're making a cabbage and sausage casserole. Now you can use whatever sausage you want. Got this leftover, it's not leftover, but I have this elk sausage that I have to use. We got it from Delta Meats when we were in Delta, and it has to be used within the next couple of days. I got peppers and butter and cabbage and olive oil, paprika, onions, minced onions, because I don't have onions, guys. I gotta stock up on my onions. My garage was too hot to keep them over the summer, and I didn't have space downstairs. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna make some space, and oregano, some seasoning. You can use any kind of Cajun seasoning, chicken broth, tamari, and garlic. Of course, gotta have the garlic. So we're gonna chop up our cabbage. I'm not going to be using this whole thing because it calls for a small one, but if you've seen, I had 2 humongous cabbages from the farmer's market, so we'll be eating lots of cabbage, and I can actually make sandwiches with the leaves. It's really cool. So we'll cut up stuff and we'll get this thing going. I had to roll up my sleeves. I was going to put on a nice hoodie, and I thought, you know what, this is good enough. So it's comfy, and you're going to be watching food most of the time anyway. So I'm going to cut up these sausages, and actually I'm going to cut up everything first because it's all going to go really quick. Like I said, I've been trying to do these recipes so that way they're quick and easy, and this you don't have to do it in an Instant Pot. You can put it in a regular pot, and I'm sure it will be just fine. Just, cook it longer. And you can make it a soup by putting extra chicken broth in it. So, yeah. Like I said, they're all convertible too. You can, anything that sounds good to you, throw it in there. So, okay, cut sausage. I know most people use different boards for their meat and their cabbage or their vegetables, their fruits, whatever. I do the very bad thing, and I bleach my boards. If you noticed, this one's pretty dry looking right now. I need to oil it, and I oil them with mineral oil because it doesn't go rancid. But since I bleach them, I'm taking all the oil off of it anyway. So I imagine any kind of oil I use. I used to get the black oil from the Great Alaskan Wood Company. but I haven't gotten any in a long time. Maybe I should start doing that again. So I've got a lot more wood around here than I used to. I have several of these cutting boards. So we want all this meat bite size. I'll just, since all this is going quick, I'm not even going to clean the board between things, because it's not gonna kill us to mix things. It's all gonna get pressure cooked and heated really high. So wonder why I've been saying so much lately. You know, I don't notice things until I look back at these videos. This elk sausage smells amazing. It smells so good, you guys. We actually got this from Delta Meat. They were closed the day we went there, Heather and I. And she just happened to have somebody coming in to, oh no, they were detailing her car out in the front. And so she was outside. She says, oh, let me open it up for you guys. So that was so nice of her. Yeah, things are running away. I was just telling Mary that I don't have any sharp knives anymore. I gotta sharpen these knives, and I'm really bad about sharpening my knives. Okay. Wash that. Looks so good. Got your little nose up there? Got your little nose up there? Huh? You smell the sausages, don't you? Okay, now that we got everything all chopped, that looks like a lot of cabbage, doesn't it? And it only calls for 1 pepper, but I have all these peppers I gotta use too. And we like peppers, so. And I'm not gonna have the big chunks of onions, so yeah. There I go again. So. I think I'm just trying to do things fast, and I put words in there. So, or okay. That looks weird because I got a ring light up there. So we're gonna put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in there. Oh, I've got it on saute, by the way. Put all of our sausage in there. This is a little bit over a pound. It calls for a pound. We've always been a big fan of Delta meat, and I haven't gotten anything from there in a while. They used to have an outlet here in town that sold it, and I really like their honey mustard. And when we were over there, we felt so bad trying, keeping the lady, that we didn't get the honey mustard. We forgot to get it. So we got some sugar-free honey mustard. I don't know if you saw that. I'm not sure what brand it is, but it actually is really good. I didn't have it yet, but Mary likes it, and she's a honey mustard connoisseur. We're gonna brown that all up, and then we're gonna set it aside. Okay, it's been a few minutes. That looks all nice and brown. And it actually didn't shrink down that much. I'm not going to pick up that hot pan, so I'm just going to scoop it out of there. Put it in a little bowl. So now we put the peppers and onions in there, but because my onions are dried, I'm not gonna put those in until I put my seasonings in. One thing I noticed about the Instant Pots, if you've got it on saute, it gets really hot and it stays hot. It's like a stir fry hot. At least mine does. And this is my 8-quart pot. I just used it. You can use a 6-quart pot for this recipe. I just used it to have the width so that way you could see things better as I'm doing this. Did I say it called for green peppers? Yeah, we couldn't find green peppers at Costco, and I wasn't going to another store, so we settled for these. It's just sweeter. I think the green peppers would give it a different flavor, but like I said, you know, you can switch it up. So the colored peppers saute a little bit faster than the green ones would. So I would be putting 1 onion in here. So I've got enough in here to equal an onion. And the recipe I saw on the internet called for 6 cloves of garlic. 6. So I don't think I'm putting that much garlic in there, as much as we love garlic. Especially with putting the Cajun seasoning in there, if I can talk. A half a teaspoon of oregano. And a half a teaspoon of paprika. Make sure it's mixed up really good. Two tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce. I use tamari because it's a better soy sauce. I usually use the organic. This is not organic, but like, things are hard to find around here. And it takes 1 cup of chicken broth, but I have a little bit of extra cabbage, so I'm going to put 2 cups in there, plus it's my big pot. So I'll just put the whole, well, it's not quite 2 cups. Can't. Shh. Yeah, it's a 14-ounce can. And at this point, I'm going to deglaze my pot. Sorry about the noise. Somebody's coming in. Oops, I forgot my Cajun seasoning. So it actually calls for 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, but we're not real spicy people, so I'm just going to put a teaspoon in. So now we're going to throw all of our cabbage in there. We're going to make sure it's mixed up really good. So I chunked up 4 tablespoons of butter. Just the little tiny bits here. We're going to spread that out pretty evenly over the top here. Don't stir that. We're leaving that there. Then we're going to put our sausage over there pretty evenly too. We don't want to stir that either. Okay, we are gonna seal the lid, make sure it's locked, and then we're gonna put it on manual for 1 minute. Because the cooking is gonna be in the steam. So we're just gonna have it come up to heat for the 1 minute and pressurize, and then we're gonna let it quick natural release for 5 minutes. I forgot words again. Okay, I was messing with dogs, so I went a little bit over. Ooh, I almost burned up my ring light. I had my ring light over top of it. But yeah, that cabbage is gonna water down, so it's gonna create a lot of steam. We're gonna let all that pressure come out of there, and I'll turn it off to help. There we go. Doesn't that look good? Where's my spoon? Ah, I put my spoon in the sink. Okay, now just stir it up. Put it in a bowl and put some Parmesan or some parsley or both on there, whatever you want. Around here, everybody puts cheese on everything. Yum! That looks delicious.
dish all of this out into our... Oop, I'm gonna knock the camera over. Little prep bowls here. I bought some of these, and then styrofoam and all the takeout containers became really scarce here. So all the restaurants in town were doing these for takeout. And it was, oh gosh, it was making me angry because I know the people that DoorDash, and they are not gonna save these containers. They're just gonna throw them in the trash. Well, I think I can make 5. Honestly, I could probably make 6, but I'm making bigger portions. There you go. Yeah, that person that came in the door was Life. He came over, he left some papers over here earlier. He comes over and uses the computer all the time. But he's a real big Cabbage fan. And I told him to take a bowl. I could have just, give him a little to-go bowl. And actually could probably give him one of these, and I'm sure he would bring it back. But even if he didn't, I wouldn't care. I have a whole bunch of them. So you didn't get anybody to taste test it because it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm past my my keto fasting time. The keto stuff, I wasn't thinking before, but whenever I do the clean eating, I kind of like starve myself, and then I do a big like load day. And so and I thought I had been doing it for 4 weeks, but it was only like 3.5. So when I weighed myself the other day, it had only been 3 weeks. And I realized that when I weighed myself, because I looked back at my weight when I started, and I was like, oh wait, it's only been 3 weeks. And I was mad because I hadn't lost any weight in those first 2 weeks. And then the third week, I had lost 2.5 pounds, I think, and then the third week I had lost almost 5. So yeah, and now I'm down almost 10 pounds. But yeah, and it wasn't water weight this time. In the past, it was water weight, a lot of it, and it would come off really fast. But this time, I didn't have the water weight because I had the flu, and I was getting rid of all my liquids. But so I got a kickstart on the water weight. And that's probably why I didn't lose anything the first 2 weeks. But I've been losing, and it's going good. So pretty soon you'll see a big difference in my face and my skin, and I tend to start to look younger with all that stuff going on. Because when I get that inflammatory stuff, all the scar tissue and everything, it makes that look a lot worse. So I am so glad to be back on it again. I feel so much better, and I have so much more energy. Like I told Mary, I only slept like 4 hours last night, and I fully intended to take Heather to work this morning, which is supposed to be her day off, and then come back and nap, and just go back to sleep for a little while. But I was wide awake, and so I just watched, answered some of the comments on the fall Denali Drive video, and but then I flubbed up the rest of my day. So I'm at it late again. But at least I got a 3-day weekend and I can sort things out tomorrow. So, yeah, Heather's job, she's supervisor now, so her hours were supposed to be consistent. It was supposed to be like a 9:30 to 6 job, and it's not. She's starting anywhere from 8:30 in the morning and coming home anywhere at 8 o'clock at night. So that's what you get if you're in that kind of position. So okay, we'll quit chit-chatting life stuff, but yeah, it smells really good. Smell-o-vision. Yeah, well, Life was sniffing it in the pot, and he's like, that's gonna take forever to cool off. He can have some tomorrow or whenever he comes over again. Okay, bye.